Let me stop talking to this lizard before people think I'm crazy. Hey you guys, so I have not been at my sister's house in maybe a month or more. I'm not 100% sure how long. But, oh yeah, the grass is cut. I can't believe those marigolds are still going. Okay, I was expecting I was going to have to come over here and cut the grass. But since I don't, I'm so excited that I don't. And I can just start in my, well not starting, but I brought my, what did I bring with me? I brought my, bush beans that I need to up pot. But of course I am going to amend the soil first. And yeah, so I am excited about that. So good. I thought I was going to have to cut some grass. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. So I was talking about these marigolds. Still thriving. Well, not that one. Bless his heart. But this one right here is dead. But these ones are, especially in here, child, they are thriving. But I am about to put my bush beans in here. I have 3 bush bean plants. Look at these voluntary tomato plants. I'll let y'all stay. I don't even care. But I am going to put the bush beans in this one. I'm happy that they did in here as well. So I don't have to do anything with, well, I do have to like clean it out, but not like right now. So that's exciting. I really don't feel like doing it now. Now I come to my sister's house every Monday, Wednesday, and maybe like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But I am going to go ahead and just you know what, I did have garlic over here. I can't remember if I pulled them up or not. Oh well, those are marigolds. I think I may have pulled the garlic up. Oh Lord, I don't know why I'm trying to pull it with my weak hand. But yeah, so these marigolds, I'm gonna just wait till they die off to do anything in this bed. But the other beds, especially the one in the back, I am most definitely going to do something with. I might actually move the stuff out of the raised bed. I'm not the raised bed, the greenhouse, and put the boards down. We shall see. We shall see. So setting up my tripod, only to realize that I forgot a part. So you guys are going to be in like some awkward angles because I forgot a piece that connects my tripod to my camera. So yeah, you guys are going to be at some weird angles, but I am going to go ahead and try to do the greenhouse. I'm going to try to go ahead and do the greenhouse. Just want to let you guys know that I am doing my voiceover outside. So if you hear like nature sounds like birds, freaking cicadas, we all know about those, or like dogs barking or anything like that, that's because I am doing my voiceover outside. But this day I was determined to get this greenhouse clean and get it situated so that I can actually put some more of my fall seedlings into here. Look at this dude, like, sir, what are you doing? It's a lizard. I'm not too afraid of lizard, but if it was a snake, I would just turned around and went back home. Now, I'm not too afraid of geckos or lizards and things like that. Like, if I see one, I'm not going to run the other way like I would if I saw a snake. So if I would have saw a snake, I would have been hightailing it out of this greenhouse and like, yep, I'll be back another day when that snake's not in here. But anyways, you guys, like I had said earlier, they had cut the grass in here. So in one of my previous videos, I had showed you guys how the grass had got extremely tall, and they did end up cutting it out for us. I'm not exactly sure when my sister had got the grass cut, but by the time I made it back over here, this grass inside of here was looking like hay. As you guys can all see, it was extremely dried out. We have been having so many hot days. Like, it's September and it's still in almost the 90s. Now, I was struggling to get this out. I couldn't remember, to save the life of me, how I had put this in there. But then I remembered that I had put it in by pieces. So you guys will see me break it down like little bit by little and then take it out. Now I'm fighting to take over my greenhouse with a wasp. The lizards or wasps, that's how you know I've been neglecting this greenhouse. But like I said, I feel a little better. My neck is healing. My arm is healing. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I had another pinched nerve. I had one 2 years ago, but this time it was way worse. I'm in physical therapy / occupational therapy, and literally I was good for nothing. So, you know, I had to stop making videos, but I am back making them now. Yay. So let's go back in and fight this wasp. The wasp had actually started to build a little nest. So there was like the beginning of a wasp nest inside of this greenhouse. I was trying not to kill it, but I think I'm gonna have to. I was trying my best not to kill this wasp. Like, I kept on shooing it, or trying to shoo it out of the greenhouse, but it wasn't having it. Like, it would go out and then it came back in. It went back into the greenhouse because, of course, their nest was still in there. So it kept on trying to go back to the nest, but I had already kicked the nest off of the shelving unit. Y'all, I was so sad that I had to unalive it. I don't know if you're allowed to say, I don't know what you're allowed to say on YouTube anymore at this point. But yeah, anyways, I had unalived the wasp, and luckily there was only one wasp, so I guess it was just one wasp guard in the nest. I don't know, there was just the one, and I did go ahead and unalive it. All right, this is what it's looking like. We still have our lizard friend right there. He had a buddy in here, but he left. This one obviously don't know how to get out. But yeah, I was thinking about moving the greenhouse down. I don't know if I'm able to do it by myself though. There's like no one here. Lizard, bye. What are you doing? Like, yes, let me lift this up so you can get out. Like, how'd you find your way in here? Anyways, you guys, let me stop talking to this lizard before people think I'm crazy. Anyways, I am about to put the boards down. I was thinking about putting more of the black stuff down, but I forgot the pins. I can't even think of the name of the black stuff. I was thinking about putting more of that down, but I forgot the pins at my house, and you know, I live 30 to 40 minutes away from here, so there's no just going home to grab them. I might move the greenhouse down just maybe I'll just let it stay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just let it stay right where it is, since it's already messed with this part of the earth. I'm gonna move it just a little bit, see if the lizard can get out, but probably not. Well, let's see what Mr. Lizard oh, there go his friend over there. Y'all see him? Oh, he moved since I did that. Oh well. Believe it or not, this greenhouse is not too hard to move. It's like, I wouldn't say it's light, but it's not heavy like you would think it is. Like, as you guys see me lifting it up, it's not too heavy. I wouldn't be able to move it by myself, but I could like tilt it by myself. No one tell my husband that I just did that. Alright, so I just got both of the lizards out. They finally both went out. I'm gonna put these boards down and see if it makes a difference. Should I be moving heavy things with my messed up hand? No, I shouldn't. Am I hard-headed? Yes, I am, because I am determined to get my fall garden just right. I had so much success last fall with my garden, so I just wanted to have another successful fall garden this year. Now, again, should I be moving all this stuff with my hand all messed up? No. Did I pay for it later that evening and the next day? I absolutely did. Like, my hand swelled up a whole lot, but at this point, it's been happening off and on. I wouldn't be able to do anything if I just sat there and did absolutely nothing. But like I said, I am determined to get my fall garden looking all nice. And I really wanted to clean out this greenhouse because it was looking a hot mess, as everyone saw at the beginning of this video. I was trying my best to get the wood to lay down just right, but being that I don't have a saw or anything like that to cut the board, they were just overlapping each other, which is okay with me. I just gotta be careful of where I am stepping so I don't trip over anything. All right, this is as good as it's gonna get, y'all. I'm tired, and I had one little square that was right here, so I just had to put paper or cardboard. I'll say paper towel, fix it, Jesus. So, and I can't scoot this one down because the other ones are laying on top of it, and I'm tired. So yeah, that was a workout. So I'm gonna just leave this as is. I'm gonna put the shelves back in here now. There were like branches and weeds and things like on the shelves, so I just went ahead and knocked them off real quick. I thought about getting my bucket and some dishwashing liquid and cleaning them, but I had already done so much this day that I shouldn't have done. So I was like, all right, we'll just skip that. It's not like it's something that needs to be done, but I just wanted to do it. But I was like, forget it. Just go ahead and knock whatever's on it off of it and put these back into the greenhouse. As you guys see, I am still struggling with putting them in. I do eventually get them in after I remember, hey, put the legs in first, Evita, and do it at a tilt. But yeah, when you're doing stuff by yourself, you really have to think. And I'm like, I was like a little bit in pain at this moment, and I was like, I just need this back in here. And I was becoming just a tad bit frustrated, not big frustrated, but or like big mad or whatever. I wasn't that frustrated, but being that my hand started to hurt and my neck started to hurt. As you guys see, I don't have on my neck brace in the video. I typically try not to wear it because it's not embarrassing, but I just don't like all the questions, even though I'm still telling you guys what happened to me, huh? But anyways, you guys, yeah, after all of this, me doing all this moving stuff around and lifting stuff, my hand and neck was killing me. I must say it does look a whole lot better with the wood at the bottom, but being that the wood is uneven, I had to do them like right by each other, which is okay, but I can't. Oh, I could scoot it down more. Okay. Well, see, I couldn't scoot that one down more, but I did. It must have been stuck on something. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. I'm pretty excited. And now that I done did all that, I wish I would have put cardboard down first. Oh well, it's okay. Just to make sure no weeds grow in between the cracks. But it's whatever. It's in. And I'm tired. Plus, I still need to amend the soil over here. Alright, so I'm going to add some earthworms castings, some worm castings, and just regular plant food, and some perlite. Come on. Some, oh, that's perlite and vermiculite to this raised bed. Probably just this side, not the whole thing, because I do have greens that I want to plant, and I don't want to put too much nitrogen in with my bush beans. Ooh, this thing is dry. This garden bed was rather dry because I had pulled all of my spring/summer stuff pretty early. I accidentally poured too much of the vermiculite in here because I was using my bad hand and didn't catch it in time, but I do measure, or I'm careful about how much perlite I put in. I did put the rest of the earthworm castings in there, and I have put the rest of one of my plant food bags in there, and I put just a little bit more of some plant food in there as well. And then I'm trying to mix it up with the bigger rake, but again, my hand, so I went ahead and went with just the smaller rake so I can use one of my hands, which is of course my good hand. My right hand, luckily it's my left hand that is swollen and that is having all these issues, and not my dominant hand. I would probably be in a world of trouble if it was my dominant hand, because this has been going on since May. So maybe like the end of May, I want to say. I can't remember the exact date, but the end of May I've been having problems with my hand, and it's September. So yeah, the doctors still don't know what's wrong with my hand. I'm doing all this extra testing and spending a whole bunch of money on doctor bills, physical therapy, and all this other stuff, and they have not the slightest idea of what's going on with my hand. Anyways, enough about that. I did have to restart my fall crops because I don't know if you guys saw in one of my previous shorts, I posted how all of my fall seedlings were eaten by, I don't know what it was, some type of bug. So I have to restart everything. So here are my 3 little bush bean plants that I'm about to, of course, just put into this raised bed. I have a lot to do this fall. I'm looking around, but I'm excited. I'm gonna eventually get a trellis to go back here for the bush beans, but being that they're still small, maybe I'll just pick one up like this weekend or something, but they're still small. They're not climbing anything, so don't need one anytime soon, but that is something that I need to look into. I am so very proud of how well my bush beans are doing now. Well, you know what? How about this? I'm so proud of how my bush beans are doing at my house. Now at my sister's house, that's another story. Now I do go there about 3 to 4 times a week, but because she gets so much sun in her backyard, and of course I forgot to get a shade cloth. I will be buying one this weekend though. Some of the leaves on these bush beans, they have started to get sunburn. I don't know what exactly the term is for when the leaves start to burn from the sun, but they are not all this green anymore. So I am going to go ahead and buy a shade cloth for them just for this summer coming up too. So 2026 summer, I will need a shade cloth. You guys think what I would have learned last year where all of my tomatoes had burnt. Here are my 3 bush beans. I tried to space them out pretty well, but my hand still isn't the best. So they are what they are. But you guys, that is all all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.